Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. This is gonna be a training session we were doing for the tournament. Let me go over the rules real quick before the game begins. Survivors cannot repeat teachables. Okay, so like no to unbreakables, no to DSs, nothing that's teachable is repeatable. Killers can use purple add-ons or lower, and the survivors can use items that are yellow or lower. And as far as add-ons for those items, survivors can use green or lower. And yeah, that's about it. And what else can I say? Points or kills and escapes. I think that's about covered. And they can also they cannot repeat the same clothes, but I mean that's not that important of a rule. Mostly the perks, just so you guys know, and the add-ons and items and all that. So I think I'm playing nurse on the. This is really a training where we're doing. This is my team, and we're training for the South American League. Before you guys ask, essentially like a South American like tournament entirely, and so I usually don't. This is like would be my build. I'm kind of still testing the build in this match here, so this is not my actual thing that I'm gonna use. So I was still kind of testing, especially I'm all ears is what I was testing here. See if I get any use out of it. So, but yeah, I'm playing nurse, and those are the best two add-ons, by the way. If you notice what I'm using there, for sure. Which is the range, and definitely need one recharge. So right there, finally was able to find my first thing. She kind of spawned close to me, it seems, but I searched the opposite side. And just like that, first skill, which is always good. That's how you want to go, just down the first person immediately. Ruins is already working on that gen that she was working on, so that's probably gonna go to 0 real soon. Also, oh, I forgot to say the rules about the map. I'm the killer, so I can pick the map that we play. This is a tournament rule, and they get to pick 3 maps or realms that they can block, so I cannot choose them. So they can block like all Macmillan maps, for example. That would be a realm, or they can block a map like Midwich, for example. You know, they have like 3 choices they can block, and then I have to pick a map based on the ones that are left. Those are the rules. So in this case, they block the like Larry's, Hawkins, and I think they block Midwich. So I picked the Azeroth here as we're playing right now, which is one of the Alto Haven realms. This map is really good. It's like super. No, so let me just go over the game, right? So I'm trying to secure the skill here. This map is really good. Reason why I picked this map. This is a very strategic map. It's probably the most strategic map you can play as killer. And yeah, just like that, you see another kill. They got the hunted ground as well, so it's only 1 shot for me. She was kind of not very smart that she was kind of hanging out there, especially with hunted grounds active. Maybe she just didn't notice that it was active. I don't know. Or she was just too close by the time he got destroyed. But really, now she's that mag's on a death hook already, so that's super good. And I have the her name, Nancy Slugged, is really just to buy time essentially. And you see, I'm kind of checking both of them, see if I can get by surprise someone that's trying to save them. So I right now I can tell no one's going for the save, or they're not nearby. So after confirming that, so I know now I can pick her up before I can pick and hook her before the mag gets saved. So that was kind of what I was like kind of confirming there before I actually picked her up, as well as buying time, you know, because she's kind of a bait by just slugging her. So like right now, most killers would probably chase that Nia. The reason why I'm not doing that, because this is really about, you know, strategy and control, not so much about chasing. Because right now I have the advantage. Like the ball's in my court, it's just a matter of me not dropping it, if you know what I mean. And chasing that Nia would be risking the drop, if you get my line of thought. So I need to secure a kill. Like, as a kill is gonna really change the game. So I was trying to blink at the bottom there, but it didn't let me. So I'm gonna try again here, because she's the one that's close to dying. So I definitely want to stop her from being saved. The Nancy is not all that important. Now this you could say was a mistake, hitting the Nia. But because I'm a nurse, I'm not really too worried, because I can finish the chase again pretty quickly. But ideally, you should not hit the survivor on a scenario like that, because then she gets to save for free, you know, while you're recovering from the hit. So that's not a good idea. It's better if you try to do a catch or something, you know, especially if you have borrowed time. It's better than just, you know, hitting them like I did there and giving them a hit for free. So that's possibly something I could have done a little better, but I have a feeling it won't matter that much, so that's why I did it anyway, because, you know, she's gonna go down, so they're gonna have to pick her on the basement, and meanwhile I can still be chasing the Meg here. And you see she's doing a lot of 50-50 jukes, which is kind of tough on Nurse. Because you can't win a 50-50 every time, right? It's kind of a guessing game. Like right now, I don't know where she is. I have to guess. That was the right guess right there, but that was essentially like a, I don't know, 20% out of 100 that I would get that guess right. It was really an educated guess, but she could have like ran left. She could have ran backwards. There's so many things she could have done there. And it was essentially I just had to predict where she was, and I was able to do that. So that I don't know if you can call that skill. There's definitely some luck to it, but you know, sometimes it's really a guessing game when you're playing. People like to compare her to fighting game characters because of that reason. So I know they were working on this gen before, so that's why I immediately came back to this gen, because I noticed it was almost done back when I was chasing the Neo or whatnot. When both of them were hooked, so I knew they would try to come back here and try to finish this gen. So that was a free chase right there for getting the Nancy on that gen. I also know for sure they're gonna be working on this gen, so that's why I blinked immediately so I could try to get her by surprise, but it was, you know, almost, but I didn't get the hit. I was pretty sure she was gonna be there, because that's how just like how survivors at this level play. They don't really leave the gens, so you can kind of use that against them, like in a way that I did there, if you're able to predict their plays and everything. So finally able to hit the Nia here. Now these walls are really the worst place for Nurse. Really the worst place, because they break line of sight constantly because of these high walls. I still was able to get her there, but now I have 2 slugs and the last one, so it's working really. And because of that Mag is dead, like I mentioned, it was really important that she died. It's a 3v1 with 3 gens. It's a, you know, completely different game now than it would be if the Mag was still alive, which would be a 4v1 at that point. And you see, I didn't use I'm all ears for pretty much anything, so I don't think it was a good pick for that build right there. Right here, what I was trying to do there was really find the third person before hooking or doing anything with the others. This is really what I was trying to do. I kind of had a feeling she was close. You can see right there from the scratch marks, they were actually close. I just couldn't see them. I don't know what was that all about right there. Maybe she was about to almost, maybe she was 99 or something and thought she had enough time to heal. I don't know exactly why she did that. But yeah, that gives me a free hook, so that's all good. And you see, I hooked her right next to the gen that I want to defend, because since the beginning of the match, I don't know if you can notice, but I was really holding these 3 gens right here. Those are like my like strong plays, so to speak, is having these 3 gens right here. So that's why I'm right there, and you see I'm checking to be sure they're not working on the gens that I want to defend. Because right now it really doesn't matter. They can do the gens on the other side. Like the Nancy's gonna die, and then it's gonna be a 2v1, so it really doesn't matter if they do the gens on that side. They're gonna have to come here eventually to do these 3 gens, even if they do 2 more gens, and there's only 1 left. Not just that, but by the time they finish those 2 gens, the Nancy's dead as well. So it's just like I said, like I have the ball in my court, and it's just a matter of me not dropping it. You know, so killers do that a lot. They get the ball, but then they just drop it. They don't know how to hold it. How to, like, you know, milk it, make the most out of it. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just really securing the strong position. And just like that, she's dead. They didn't try for the save. Probably they didn't have borrowed time. Maybe the person that got killed was the one that the Mag was the one that had borrowed time. So really risky for them to try that save on the Nancy there. And at this point, it's really GG. Like you can tell, like 2v1 is 3 gens left. They're not gonna. Against the Nurse, you know, and pretty much no chance they're gonna be able to escape this match. at this point. But it was all because of that control at the start. The control at the start and not really dropping the ball. Although you could say when I allowed the Meg to get saved on the basement by hitting the Nia, that was kind of dropping the ball a little bit. But it was more like a control dropping the ball, if you know what I mean, because I knew I could get it back. But I mean, if you're trying to play, super optimally, you should not do that like on any scenario. Right there, you see she was running like straight. People that have dead hard do that a lot. They just run like, you see, like she was not even moving left or right. She was just like running straight and looking back at me. Like 99% of the times when the survivors do that is because they have dead hard. They're just waiting for you to swing so they can press the button. That's about it. That's why they're not moving left and right or any kind of juke. Is because they're really just waiting for that hard to activate that hard. So that's the way you can easily tell if they have that hard or not. They like I said, 90% of the time when they have that hard, they do that. You can tell they're not trying to juke. They're just waiting for a perfect moment to do something. That's what it feels like, and that something is the dead hard. So now it's really, I mean, GG at this point. Trying to find the last guy. I think they know they lost already, so they're probably gonna. I think he quits. Yeah, right there. It's really just to speed up the game, but it's pretty clear that I won already. But yeah, guys, that's like a really good example of like holding the control of the game, especially with the map. Using the map to your advantage. This map is so good because like they have to. You see how the layout of the map is. There's like the big center they have to go through to cross to the sides, one side to the other. And it's like so open as well. I can see them from all angles, because it's so open. There's not too many walls besides the middle, so it's easy to spot them going for saves and stuff like that. But that's why this map is like really strong for killer. And it's also there's like so many corners, like you see the Nancy hanged on the hooked on the hill, for example. It's like so hard for them to go save her without me seeing them. It's like in a way a corner of the map, so it's very strong positioning in this map, not just for the gens positioning with corrupt, also for the hooks. Just everything on this map is so good for killer strategically. So that's usually my go for choice when playing in tournaments. But yeah, guys, that's the video. Take care. See you guys on the next one. I think I have a spirit one coming up next. Take care.